sharp-eyed. I was his brother, hunting. I was watching the tall redhead, covered to her ankles with a long quilted coat, but moving with the confidence that said she was packing something potent under it. Her hips, probably, from the brassy, sassy look on her face. On the other side of the street, a black kid with a geometric design cut into the side of his fade, wearing a white leather jacket with a big red stop sign on the back. He was walking just behind her, tapping his heart, making sure the pistol was still there. A dead giveaway no matter how it played out. He wasn't my problem. I was there for the redhead.
"I want to see if she's cheating on me,"
the client had said, looking at me dead in the eye.
"I'm a hardcore bottom, but whoever owns me, I own that. Understand?"
She was a short, delicate little brunette with improbable violet eyes, probably contacts.
"Rena disciplined me with this,"
she said, brushing her close-cropped hair back from her forehead.
"It used to be shoulder length, you understand?"
I nodded, holding her eyes.
"I'm pierced, too. Down there."
Looking at her leather-wrapped lap. I didn't follow her eyes, waiting.
"I want to know where she goes, who she meets, what she does, and I want to know soon."
Okay.
"I don't need pictures, tapes, anything like that. Not legal proof. This is a lot of money for just watching. I expect you to watch close. Agreed?"
Yeah.
"I don't like dealing with men,"
the brunette said.
"But Michelle said you were all right."
Michelle tell you I get paid for what I do?
"Yes, she told me everything."
If I had a sense of humor left, I would have laughed at that. She slid an envelope across the tabletop.
"There's $5,000 in there,"
she said.
"What am I buying for that?"
What you said you wanted, I told her. Michelle came back a few months after I killed the kid. I don't know how she knew, but she did. She stayed with me for a couple of weeks. Pansy was still up at Elroy's, trying to get pregnant, so it was safe for Michelle to live in my office. Days she visited Terry and the mole in the junkyard bunker. Nights with me. I was up on the roof, looking into the zero. She came up behind me, one red-taloned hand on my forearm, tracer bullet perfume all around her. I had forgotten how pure beautiful she was. I'd never asked her if she'd gone through with the surgery when she came back. Never asked her why she came back at all. She stood close to me, wrapping her arms around me like a referee with a beaten fighter, whispering the same words.
"You can always do it, honey,"
she crooned.
"Tonight's not your night."
Not this one, anyway. I stayed to myself, in my office, my cell. Did a lot of reading, the way I did when they had me locked down. Built up all this vocabulary I had no place to use. I didn't have the heart for any of my usual scams. I waited to save it for the pain. More than a year passed and they never came around. Maybe they knew and just didn't care. It could be. I knew, and I didn't care. I twisted the ignition key and the cab's engine kicked over. I put it in gear and pulled away from the curb on Franklin Street, circling the block, canceling the rooftop off-duty sign with a flick of my thumb. When I came back around, the redhead was still striding along. She hailed my cab, and I pulled over. She climbed in the back seat, keeping one hand on a big black leather pocketbook. "Where to?" I asked her.
"Central Park West and 77th,
she said in a hard, measured voice.
"You know where that is?"
she challenged, glancing at my hack license framed on the dash. Maybe she thought Juan Rodriguez didn't speak English. "Yes, ma'am," I told her. "West Side Highway to 10th, okay?"
"Isn't straight up 6th shorter?"
she asked, a hostile overtone to her throaty voice. "Lots of traffic now, ma'am. It's quicker the way I said. But anything you say, that's okay."
"Oh, go your way,"
she snapped, lighting a cigarette, blowing a jet stream at the yellow decal I had plastered on the partition.